Hey, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Seems lately, the past few weeks, the only time I can actually do a reading is with a little wine in my system because there's just too much bullshit coming through, and I just honestly can't deal with this shit. You haven't noticed the past, 3 videos I've done haven't been the most positive messages, and the one I did that I deleted off Instagram, I had a vision of a lot of death, and that was really hard for me to get through. I deleted it off here, but I left it on my YouTube. But when you see these things, how do you really deal with having visions of war and famine and starvation when you're able to see those things are hard to see? So if I've seemed a little off balance in the past few readings I've done, it's because I don't know how to deal with that. And I had an entity attached to me after I had that vision of death that did a lot of damage. But this show must go on. I'm here for a reason. I speak the truth that most people don't want to hear, but somebody needs to speak them. So, I asked a message for the collective. As always, the message most people don't want to hear, but the message they need to hear. Shall we go on? All right. We have obedience with the tower. I'm using the wisdom of the what is it? The wisdom of the House of Night with the botanical oracle. All right. With obedience, we have the tower. What the collective needs to know is you do not need to hold obedience to the destruction of everything, because that's what we're going through. See this woman. She is obedient to her core. She follows the narrative. She doesn't care what moral values there are. But then you have the tower. The tower is the destruction. Should you say so loyal and obedient to the destruction of everything you know? That's a hard path to follow. And you know me. If you followed me for a while, or whether you're a new subscriber, my original page was deleted, so I lost a lot of my followers, but I don't tell you bullshit. I don't tell you the love and light bullshit. I tell you the truth. And right now, you don't need to hold any loyalty to the destruction of everything. Stop being blind. You see her? She's blindfolded and she's fighting for she doesn't even know what. Then we have a tower. The destruction of everything. So, yeah. You need to stop blindly following. Then we have fulfillment with the Ten of Wands. Now, fulfillment, it's everything you need. Food, drink. It's everything you need to fill yourself. But to truly fulfill yourself, you need to follow the destruction of everything. The Ten of Wands is not a positive card. It's destruction. You see these blades? They're just cutting through this beautiful flora. They're destroying everything. Do you truly need to be fulfilled by destroying everything you believe in? No. What you need to be to truly be fulfilled is to follow your soul, not take these fake offers of life. You need to understand that what you're accepting here with fulfillment is the destruction of everything that will not truly fulfill you. You're just following their agenda at the expense of everyone else, at the expense of life itself. Then we have loyalty with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is not the most trustworthy card. The Knight of Wands is selfish. And see, loyalty, that's at the expense of others, at the expense of the ones you love, at the expense of the feminine energy. You see, she is vulnerable. Are you going to be loyal to true vulnerability and true loyalty and those that depend on your decisions and destroy everything by being an idiot? Because the Knight of Wands is an idiot. The Knight of Wands is a Don Juan. He doesn't care what anybody else thinks. He does his own selfish desires. Are you going to be loyal to that energy? Are you going to destroy everything because you're loyal to some bullshit agenda, you guys need to see the truth in what is happening and a blind obedience to fight some bullshit that's gonna destroy everything. And most people cannot see this, and I know my channel isn't the love and light, push down all your darkness bullshit. Like, you have to accept everything that's within you and don't be a fucking blind asshole and fight for something that is not right, because destruction will come of blind obedience. You'll only be fulfilled until you let go of the destruction that is ahead of you. You cannot be blindly fucking obedient and be fulfilled with the empty promises, because you'll get nothing after everything's destroyed. You have to have loyalty to yourself and not be a fool and a blind, selfish dick with your own desires. You have to look at the whole, because everything will be destroyed. I gotta say, I got a few minutes here. What is going on right now is not for anybody's highest good. There are things at play that most cannot understand. And the darkness is winning because the morons are following blindly. And you need to stop and think for yourself. Use your fucking brain and stop blindly following this bullshit. I'm so aggravated that so many people are entangled, and I'm disappointed at humanity. Not many of us can see, and those that are blind are morons. I'm sorry. I'm disappointed at humanity right now, and very few of us actually see what's going on. And I will never be obedient and a servant of this bullshit. And you need to feel the same way too, because they're leading you to a very dark path. Think for yourself. Be free. Because death will come for those that are blind. I know my messages have been bleak, but who else is going to give them to you but somebody that's honest? Hopefully you see. Have a good night.